Day 7 of our Christmas Novena, Flight of the Child Jesus into Egypt. Our meditation. Although the Son of God came from heaven to save men, scarcely was he born when men began to persecute him to death. Herod, fearing that this child would deprive him of his kingdom, seeks to destroy his life. But Saint Joseph is warned by an angel in a dream to take the infant and his mother and flee into Egypt. Joseph obeys at once and tells Mary about it. He takes the few tools of his trade that he may use them to gain a livelihood in Egypt for himself and his poor family. Mary wraps up a small bundle of clothes for the use of her little son, and then going to the crib, she says with tears in her eyes to her sleeping child, "O my son and my God, thou hast come from heaven to save men, but hardly art thou born when they seek to take thy life. Lifting him meanwhile in her arms and continuing to weep, she sets out that same night with Joseph on the road to Egypt." Let us consider how much these holy wanderers must have suffered in making so long a journey, deprived of every comfort. The divine child was not yet able to walk, and so Mary and Joseph had to take turns in carrying him in their arms. During their journey through the desert towards Egypt, they had to spend several nights in the open air with the bare ground for their bed. The cold makes the infant cry, and Mary and Joseph weep in pity for him. And who would not weep at thus seeing the Son of God poor and persecuted, a fugitive on earth, that he might not be killed by his enemies? Our prayer for today. Dear infant Jesus, crying so bitterly, well hast thou reason to weep in seeing thyself persecuted by men whom thou lovest so much. I too, O God, have once persecuted thee by my sins, but thou knowest that now I love thee more than myself, and that nothing pains me more than the thought that I have so often spurned thee, my sovereign good. Forgive me, O Jesus, and let me bear thee with me in my heart all the rest of the journey that I have still to make through life, so that together with thee I may enter into eternity. So often have I driven thee from my soul by my sins, but now I love thee above all things, and I regret above other fortunes that I have offended thee. I wish to leave thee no more, my beloved Lord, but thou dost give me the strength to resist temptations. Never permit me to be separated from thee again. Let me rather die than ever again lose thy good grace. O Mary, my hope, make me always live in God's love and then die in loving him. Amen.